Hi, how are you? Hope you all are fine. Welcome to Easy Learning Lab. So, today is our session 4, and the agenda for the session 4, as you can see on the screen, our first topic will be we will discuss just a little bit about our previous topics that we had covered before so that we revised our before topics, right? And after that, we will discuss about our previous session question, that was the backslash characters. What do you mean by backslash characters? And the third topic will be operators, right? And in the operators, today we will cover about the binary operators. All binary operators today we will cover, right? And so first of all, our according to the agenda, first topic was the revision. So we did in the before sessions, we did the data types and the variables. So what do you mean by data types? Right? What do you mean by data types? Data types means which tells us about the data range, type of the data, range of the data, and the third one is memory occupied by the data, right? And after that, what do you mean by variables? Variables are the basically name to the memory location, name to the memory location where data stores, where literal stores, right? If you are new to the sessions, if you are new here, then please go and check the previous videos. I will give the link as well in the description box. If you want to check, please check, right? Check those videos as well. And after that, we had discussed about input and output standard functions, that is the printf and the scanf. Printf is used for the printing purpose and the scanf is used to scan the data from the outside world, right? And we also discussed about the address of operator in the previous sections, right? So, and the address of operator basically used for the print the address. If we want to get the address, then we use the address of operator, right? This is the address of operator and operator, right? And after that, we had discussed about the streams. These are the input and output stream. Cin means common input stream, and with the common input stream, which operator we use? We use extraction operator, and with cout we use insertion operator, right? This is the in what is this? This is the extraction operator, and this is the insertion operator. This is we used with the cin, and this is we used with the cout, right? And after that, our next topic is backslash characters. Backslash characters. So what do you mean by backslash characters? What are the backslash characters? Basically, these are the characters. These are nothing else. These are the characters which are basically used to add or enhance the output capability on the screen, right? So these are, we also call it as the escape sequence. Some people also call it as the escape sequence, right? So escape sequence in C or C++, in both languages we can use the escape sequence. Even we can use escape sequence in Java and C hash as well. So but we are not working on the Java and C hash, we are not learning this time. But backslash characters are basically slash starts with the slash characters, right? This character used to start this backslash characters, right? And backslash characters are like, there are many backslash characters. like slash n is used for enter or the new line, right? Slash t is used for horizontal line, right? Slash b is used for backspace. Slash, there is one slash, like you want to print slash, like if you write printf, I'm just giving you the example. If you write printf abc slash abc, right, you want this kind of result, you want this type of result, abc slash abc, you want to print like this, abc slash abc, but this will never gives you answer because it, this slash a act as the bell. This is one more backslash character slash a, so we use double slash, this gives you one slash. Now this, the output of this statement will be this, right? If you want to print slash on the screen, then you have to use double slash, right? If you want to print, like I want my output like abc and then slash and then abc and then double quotes close. How we get this output? We use like printf this and then first of all slash double quote abc slash abc and then again slash double quotes. If you want to print double quotes, then you have to use slash double quotes. This will gives you the result in double quotes. If you want to print the single quote, then slash single quote, right? Clear? So these are basically the backslash character which starts with the slash character, right? And we call it as the escape sequence. And these backslash characters we can use in the C and C++. Even these are used in the Java and C hash, as I told you, right? And there are many more others. Slash R, right? There is slash A, there is slash V. Slash V is used for the vertical tab. This slash T is used for the horizontal tab. This gives you the 8 character space, right? And if you want the vertical tab, then slash V, we can use slash V, right? So this is the backslash characters, right? Now we are clear about the backslash characters. These are the backslash characters. Clear? The next topic of our today's session is operators. Operators, right? What do you mean by operators? If normally someone asks you in the general English language, what is the meaning of operators? Operators are those who operates, right? Operators are those who operates, right? Whatever the thing is, whatever the machine is, right? So in programming language, operators are that which operates on the variable. Operators are those which operates on the variable. We can say they are operate on the operands. We can say they are operate on the values. Whatever you want to say. They operate on the, that operates on the operands, variables or values or expressions also, right? Clear? So like 2 plus 2, these are the values. 2 plus 2, and plus is the operator, 2 is the value, 2 is the value, right? This is the operator, plus is the operator, right? Here plus is the operator and 2 is the value, right? Clear? And like for example, if there is int a and I want to add a with 2, I'm just taking int c also for result purpose. C is equal to a plus, for example, 7, right? Now this is the value, 7 is the value. A, what is a? A is the variable or operand. You can say this as operand also, and this is also operand or value. C is also operand or value. This is also operand or value. This is value, right? Now this complete whole statement we call as the expression. We call it as the expression, right? This is the arithmetic expression, because a plus 7, this is also the arithmetic expression, 2 plus 2, right? Because here we are using arithmetic operator, and arithmetic operator is the binary operator that we will discuss, right? Clear? Operators are those that operate on the operands, variables and values, right? They actually perform the operation. Operators are those which actually perform the operations, right? Clear? So there are basically three types of operators. Three types of operators. There are basically three types of operators, right? So these three types of operators are, first one is unary, second one is binary, and third one is ternary. First one is unary, second one is binary, and third one is ternary, right? Unary, binary and ternary, right? So as their name suggests, unary means, what is the meaning of one? One, uni, one. Uni represents to one, right? So unary operators are those operators which works on the single expression. They merge the expression, right? And they work on the whole complete expression. Only one expression. They works on the one expression or one variable or one value, right? One expression, one variable or one value. They operates on the single operator, single value or single expression, right? Same as binary. Bi means 2. This bi means 2, and they operates basically on the two operands or values or variables or expressions, right? Whatever you can say, right? So binary operates on 2, unary operates on 1, binary operates on 2, and ternary operates on, means 3. Ternary, they operates on 3. But basically, if we can see, ternary use 2 operands. Ternary use 2 operands, right? So in the today's session, as I told you, we will discuss about only the binary operands first, right? After that, we will cover the unary and the ternary in the next session, right? In the 5th session, we will cover unary and ternary as well. Clear? So in this session, we will cover only binary, right? So Binary, as I told you, binary operators are those which operate on two values, right? For example, if you write here, if I am write here 2 plus 2, then what it means? This plus is the this plus is the operator, and this is the binary operator, because this is operating on the 2. This is always working in between the two values or two expressions or two operands, right? So this is the binary operator, right? This is the binary operator. So first of all, in the binary operators, we will discuss about the assignment operator. We will discuss about the assignment operator. Right? Assignment, which helps us to assign something, right? Which perform the assignment task operation, right? And this also in between the two. You can see this particular operator in between the two values, right? For example, if for example I use int a, b and c, now I want to give the value to a. This is the, what is this? This is the assignment, this is the declaration, or this is the initialization. What we call it? What is this? A is equal to 2 means? I had told you in the previous sessions. What is the meaning of this? This is the assignment, right? This is the assignment. This is the declaration. This is the declaration. And if we do declaration and assignment together, right? When we do assignment at the time of the declaration, then we call it as the initialization, right? Clear? So this is the assignment, right? So this operator helps us to assign the 2 in A, right? In programming language, just remember one thing. In the programming language, assignment operation takes place from right to left. Always from right to left. 2 is at the right side, A is at the left side, variable is at the left side, right? So this works like this, right? Clear? So this is the assignment operator. This single equal to is the assignment operator. Clear? Now second operator is arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. What do you mean by arithmetic operators? Those helps us, or those supports in the basic mathematical operations. These are the operators which supports in the basic mathematical operations, right? And there are basically 5 operators used in C or C++. First one is plus, second one is subtraction, this is the addition. Subtraction, this is used in the multiplication, this is used in the division, and this is used in the modulus. To find the modulus means to find the remainder. to find the remainder, right? Clear? For example, if I use this, then like for example b is equal to 6 semicolon and c is equals to a plus b. Now this is the binary operator. See, in between a and b, in between the two operands, right? This assignment operator also, this is the expression, this is the arithmetic expression, this complete a plus b is the arithmetic expression, in arithmetic expression, and left side is the variable, right? This arithmetic expression assigns to the c, right? This performs addition, this performs addition. Next one, this performs subtraction. Next, this performs multiplication. After that, division, and this gives us result the quotient. Quotient will be the result here. This also perform the division, but this gives us the remainder. After division, what will be the remainder? This gives us the remainder, if there is a remainder. If the remainder is 0, this gives us 0, right? Like for example, if you write 2 5 divided by 2, then 5 divided by 2 and 5 modulus 2, right? 5 divided by 2 gives you the answer. What will be the answer? 2. The answer of 5 divided by 2 is 2, right? Because 1 will be the remainder. And what will be the answer of this? 1. Clear? Now you are clear? If you have any doubt, please comment below. Please let me know, right? So that I can give you or I can explain you more if there is any doubt, right? Please comment below. If you are using float with modulus, then this will never work. This will never ever work. Flow remainder, this particular percentage, this particular modulus operator works only on the integer values. Just remember this thing. This particular modulus operator works on the integers value, only on integers. Just focus on my words. Whatever I am saying, just focus on it. I am saying that remainder, this particular modulus operator only works on integers, not on modulus. If you take like 5.0 or 5 point something and then modulus 2, this will never returns you any result. This will gives you error, right? So in C or C++, modulus operator only works on integers, right? So after that, now you are clear about the arithmetic operators. Till now we had discussed about the assignment operator, arithmetic operators. Assignment operator used for the assignment operation. Arithmetic operator supports us in the mathematical operations, right? And there are 5 arithmetic operators: plus, minus, multiply, division, and then remainder or modulus. You also call it as modulus, right? Because official name of this is modulus, right? Not remainder. Clear? So next one is the next operator, binary operator, is relational operator. As the name suggests, it helps us to find the relations between the two values. Relational operators. It helps us to find the relation between two values or expressions or something else, right? It helps us to compare, helps us to compare compare the two things, right? If I want to compare that these two particular strings are equal or not, whether these two numbers are same or not, then we have to use the relational operators, and these relational operator also helps us in decisions, because sometimes we check whether this is, if this is equal to this, then do this, right? Here, if the particular person is doing this, then do this, right? So this is the relational operator, and there are basically six relational operators. There are six relational operators. First one is equal to, right? Greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, and not equal to. These are the operators. This is the equal to operator. Again, I am just writing here one more time. This is the equal to operator, and this is the assignment operator. Just remember this thing. This is the equal to. This helps us to compare the two things, and this helps us to assign the right side to the left side, right? Clear? This is the equal to. Next one is, this one is the greater than. This checks us whether the number at the left side is greater or not. If it's not, then it returns the result in the 0, right? Left side, right? Always check the left side, greater or less, same as it is greater than and less than also, right? This is the less than operator. This is the greater than or equal to. This is the less than or equal to. After that is not equal to, right? Like for example, if I write, for example, just A have a value 5 and B have a value 4. If I write here A is less than B, then what will be the answer? Your output will be the, what will be the output? Whether this is true or false. 5 is less than 4. No, then your output will be false, right? And your computer return you 0. 0 means false, non-zero number means true. 0 means false, non-zero number will be true in the C or C++, right? Clear? If I say A is equals to B, then what it means? If you see like this, then this is replacing the value of, replacing the value of the A. Now the value of the A is 4, not 5. This is, I am doing this is replacing the value of A. The value of 5, the value of A is 5 right now, right? If I write this, this is the replacing of, because B is assigned to A. The value of the B is assigning to A here. This is the assignment operator. But if I write A is equals to B, then this is comparing, right? If I use this and first this and then this, then the result will be true. But if I use only this 5 and 4, then the result will be 0, right? Clear? Now you are clear? one, this for example I want to this use this same with the value same. If a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 4, then if I use a less than equal to b, then what will be your output? What will be your output? 5 is less than equal to b. Whether it's true or false, this is also false. For example, if the value of a is equal to 2 and the value of b is also equal to 2, if I am using like this, so then equal to b, then what will be the result? The result will be true, because or, here is or, whether greater than, whether equal to, whether greater, whether equal. If it's greater, then the result will be true. If equal, then the result will be true. Now you're clear? Not equal to means the result of this, for example, if I am using a equal to 6 and b equal to 8 and I am using a is not equal to b, then this is true or false? This will be true. It returns us any non-zero number, because but in the normal programming practice we just write it as 1. It returns as 1, means true. Clear? So these are the binary operator till relational operators. Now you're clear? So after that there are two more binary operators, that are the logical operator and the bitwise operator, right? We will discuss in the next session, right? This is your question now. This is in your court. Just once read about the logical operators and the bitwise operator, and we will discuss in the next session fifth logical and bitwise operators, right? Hope you will like the video, right? Please like the video if you like it, right? If you dislike it, then please dislike the video, please dislike. Okay, please give me your feedbacks, whether it's positive or negative. Please give me your feedbacks as well, right? Please subscribe the channel and also share it with your friends. Maybe these videos helps them, right? Helps your friends as well, right? So thank you for watching the video. Thank you very much.